Good morning, everyone. Here I am again, Ian with Projekt Network. We're doing another one of our spotlights on the trades. Here I am with Mike Flynn with Hummingbird Hill Homes. Mike, give us a little bit intro about yourself.
So my name is Mike Flynn. I'm a construction manager with Hummingbird Hill Homes. I've been a construction manager here for the last couple of years now, with the company for about 4.5 now. Started off as a carpenter here and sort of worked my way up into more of a management role. And yeah, this is what I do now.
Awesome. How old are you?
35.
Okay, right on. So talk to me about your journey into the trades.
So I started off as a finance major.
Okay.
Didn't love working in an office, just sort of managing charts and mainly data entry, I guess you could say. And then I sort of found my way into carpentry through doing side jobs in the summer. And then I found a program where it was like a pre-apprenticeship program that I took. So I didn't have to necessarily go back to school for 4 years. And it was about an 8-month program, sort of got foot in the door program, and then started off at a company in Oakville and sort of worked my way up. And I've been doing it for about 7-8 years now.
Awesome. I love that journey. Very similar actually to my journey. So for people that aren't getting into it as like a teenager, early 20s, give a little bit of advice. Like what would you say making that career switch? Because I mean, I could speak from personal experience being mid-20s and being like, I just wasted a couple years. What am I going to do?
Very tough decision to make, especially when it was looked upon to go to university as like the smart thing to do. But I found getting into carpentry was a lot more fulfilling for like my day-to-day job and just felt better about what I was doing. I mean, I sort of just followed what I was interested in instead of what I was sort of supposed to do, I guess. And it also helps having that background because it sort of helps me in different roles that I'm doing now too.
Yeah.
Not that it's totally bad, but it was sort of both sort of fields help my job right now.
Yeah. So if you were talking to someone, maybe a younger version of yourself on like things to watch out for, a bit of advice for making that transition, how to cope with it, talk to me a little bit about that.
I would just say follow your gut, really, because that's kind of what happened to me. It was just more of a gut feeling, and then one day I just did it. I just quit my job, and kind of grateful I did at the time, because otherwise I would have been sort of miserable. I remember being in the office and seeing guys that were like 45, like with big guts, and I was like, I cannot be that guy in like 15, 20 years. So I just cut the tie and sort of did what I wanted to do.
Yeah. And now, so pay real quick, not actual numbers, but how long did it take for you to get back to what you were making in the office?
It started off pretty rough, if I'm being completely honest, because coming from a finance background, like you're making pretty good money. And then when you get into apprenticeship carpentry, you're sort of down at the bottom of the barrel. It took a few years, but I was sort of able to quickly because I liked what I was doing and enjoyed my job. So I was able to sort of work my way into a higher position fairly quickly. And now I make pretty good money too. So.
Okay, awesome. Love to hear it. So what made you make that switch from carpentry to construction management?
I think part of it is part of my personality too, and just growing in the role. So I always like learning. Carpentry is a lot of fun. You get to work with your hands, but this job is learning the entire build, managing different people, different personalities. It's challenging at times, but it's also kind of fun as well.
So with that, what's your favorite part of the build and what is your least favorite part of the build?
I would say my favorite part of the build is when we get to finishing stages. I would say I'm more detail oriented, so I like seeing like the growth of the job pretty quickly at that stage. I guess the least favorite part is digging holes in the mud at the beginning, so foundation stage.
Yeah. It's hard work, but yeah, it's
gotta
be rough.
It's got to be done.
I've dug my share of holes, so I get it. Yeah. So for advice for somebody new in construction management, what's one detail that you would say, oh, you really have to pay attention to this or you're gonna get it wrong?
At the beginning, it's very important to get your foundation and footings done correctly, because that sort of affects the bones of everything. It's like you got to start off correct, and then from there you're kind of good. So
yeah, for sure. Okay, what's your favorite tool? What is one tool as a construction manager, not as a carpenter?
Okay, construction manager, like you need a tape measure. Right? That's like the one thing I use on a daily basis all the time is tape measure. You can't work really without it. Every day someone's asking questions, and it's always like, okay,
verifying.
Who has a tape? Who has a pencil? Those are the two.
And it's a good point.
Most important things. Yeah. Hey, get to work. Yeah.
Okay, so thinking back to your time as a carpenter, what was your favorite tool?
The tool that I found the most useful that I ever bought was a track saw. Like it just made doing like trim work, ripping stuff perfectly. It was night and day.
What
setting up
brand
fences,
is track saw?
Makita.
Makita?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Makita versus Festool, what do you think?
Festool is nicer, I would say, more adjustability, more pricey. But the Makita one that I bought was cordless and still gets the job done.
Beautiful, yeah. So unless you're doing that really high-end stuff, that premium for Festool, probably not necessary, and you can get by with the alternatives, yeah. In your time off, what do you like to do?
I like to golf.
Awesome.
Golf, make pizzas.
Pizzas, that's the best. Golf and pizza.
Golf and pizza.
A couple beers. That's a good day.
Yeah.
Love it. Going forward, looking ahead, what do you think is something missing in the trades from a community standpoint? How do you think that we can kind of all work together to strengthen the community, strengthen mentorship, and get rid of some of those stigmas around being a tradie?
I think it's just more spotlight on the trades. Like everyone, it's not just a stereotypical, everyone's a meathead and dummy. Like a lot of guys at our company come from a lot of different backgrounds. It's not like the dumb thing to do. So a little bit more spotlight on the trades, and there's a lot of smart people in the trades who do a lot of good work.
Awesome. Well, that's perfect. And that's something that we're really trying to do here with Projekt Network, is really try and grow that community and just have a curated platform where we can really just kind of bring everyone together and share stories and mentorship. Mike, thanks for the time. Thanks for showing us around. Thanks for chatting with us.
Yeah, cool.
Cheers.